Hi. Hello. How's everyone? I'm doing amazing, sweetie. I'm doing good. One person commented, wanted to know how I was doing. Apparently, these are just the videos I upload now. Hey, how I'm doing. Nobody cares. I know. I don't feel depressed, if ever, so that's a positive. I feel a lot happier. If this helps anyone, not telling you what to do, of course, just giving you my insight. What has helped me has been being on my phone less. I am guilty of phone addiction like everybody else, and I struggled with that. Cat fur. I struggled with that myself. And I've made an intention to doom scroll less. I've made an intention to be present and do things that are grounding, and all these little things that I've done, and just gratitude. And again, my perspective changed when I lost my mom about life, and I just couldn't be depressed. I don't know, obviously I'm sad every day, like that's a whole nother thing, and I'm going to group therapy and counseling for those things. Don't want to dump that on all of you guys. I'm good, I'm just living my life. It's busy, even though it's just me taking care of me. And as far as the depression, I'm not telling you what I'm saying is going to heal your depression. I'm not licensed to do that. I'm giving you my own experience. For myself, it was definitely a change in perspective when I was in the hospital with her for a week. And then after that, I'm just grateful for small things like, oh my goodness, like gratitude really. I can have like this cup of coffee. I can those small things that I'm grateful for, and being able to work out because if you guys have been following me before, I was not able to work out. So now I just have a newfound gratitude for the tiniest of things. My cat's using the litter box. I don't know if you guys can hear that. A big thing for sure is less doom scrolling. Guys, if you can, do this. And I would love to talk about this in another video. I would like to make more videos, but editing is so time consuming. I love picking up a camera, turning on the camera. I love going into the software and editing. I could literally edit for like 4 hours straight because I just get hyper focused because I love it so much, but it's just so time consuming, and I haven't made the time for it because I've just been taking in each moment and just being present. Try, if you are a doom scroller like I was. I'm not anymore. And Brian Johnson, I call him the vampire guy. I don't agree with some of his things, but I do agree with some of his things. And he talks about social media or a phone fast. Try to get off your phone for a day, or not doom scroll as much, or even 2 days. And then when you do it, you'll see how bad it is. And I've been doing that myself. So I've just been trying to focus on not doom scrolling. And now I notice when I go and on YouTube and see what shorts pop up, it's like junk food, but for your brain. And it just creates like anxiety, it creates comparison. So I know I'm uploading a video, and what I would say to that is just be very intentional with what you consume and for how much time. So now I just don't really doom scroll. And if I do use YouTube, it's for like nail tutorials, because I'm getting into nail art, more about that in a bit. And it's either for nail art tutorials or music, because I listen to music, more into that. I just have all sorts of good news. I listen to music a lot on YouTube. I get the premium, so I don't have to watch the ads. And then my cat watches TV in the morning. It's part of our morning routine. So yeah, guys, and I do all these like little grounding activities. I would say if you're feeling like you have no purpose, which I have been since I was like 24 and I'm 34, do one small thing each day, even if it's 5, 10, 15 minutes, just one small thing. And it just gives you a sense of fulfillment, as silly as it is or it sounds. Like, try something new. Sign up for like a dance class. I do definitely have like ADHD with all this, or I'm just very a creative person. For example, I love painting, I love photography, I love video editing, I love nail art. they really like me, and they just kind of, I sit down and they immediately come to me, and it's just so cute. You know, I'm sharing life with these little creatures, so I want to give them the best life. But gratitude, positivity, don't get me wrong, I still struggle with anxiety most days. Not as bad. Let's take a pause. I need to take a sip of this coffee. Oh, so good. Simple. Lavazza. Lavazza. My brother put me onto Lavazza, and then once I had Folgers, I just couldn't do it. He made me, switch to this. It's so smooth. I don't know, but doing something small. And for myself, it's been the nail art. I mess up. I mess up a lot, but that's part of the fun. And I don't listen to music. I don't have anything running in the background. It's literally just me focused on this one thing. And when you're dysregulated, that's what your body wants, is to focus at one task at hand. We overstimulated, all of us, not just me, but especially like you work from home, we have like three screens and something is popping up at each screen. Then we get our phone, it's like email, maybe social media via social media, maybe text messages, a phone call, and then our attention is just everywhere. We're listening to music while we're driving. People are listening to music while they go on a walk. Absolutely not. I haven't done that in months. And we're just constantly overstimulated. And I feel like we don't know how to be bored anymore. And once you explore that and just really go in with that boredom, you start to discover things that you want to do. But yeah, guys, let me show you really quick. They're messed up, but I wanted to do can we focus? Yeah. I wanted to do a little Easter theme. We need more light. I need another light. Okay. Like a little Easter theme. I'm still not done. As you can see, these are free-handed. Oh, we're super close. These are free-handed gel nails. And I just did like a little bunny, a chick. This is very time consuming, and that's why I say like I'm only limited to so many things, because if I editing a video is gonna take me, a while. So then I log off work, I go to the gym. It's like, okay, well, do you wanna do your nails or do you wanna edit? You can't do both. You don't have time for both unless you stay up till midnight, and I'm not gonna do that. So as you can see, I'm still not done. I broke the snail, more on that. And we're gonna finish the bunny. He's a little botched bunny, but it's okay. And then I'm gonna finish this. And it's cool. It's like I get to draw on my hands. So I'm still drawing. It's just on my nails, not my hands. I mean, it's a little botched. I broke her, but are we too close up? I think we are. Whatever. I literally just woke up, guys. I have some good news. I finally had some fun in my life. I went to Miami for a few days, and I went to Ultra. I went to Ultra Music Festival by myself and had the best time. I've been wanting to go to Ultra since I was like 21. I'm 34, and it's a little bit mainstream by now. It is, but it still was a lot of fun. Not overly hot. I landed Friday, which was this last Friday, and I left on Monday, and that was quite a journey. And I also wanted to go to the beach because I love sunbathing. So I did that as well. And like I said, guys, I thought about vlogging it and showing you guys Ultra Music Festival, and just you could literally see the festival from my window at my hotel. I'll include some images. My cat's being needy. He's trying to climb up here. But I'm gonna say hi to Tubes, baby. We're just all over in the conversation. Before I left to Ultra, this cat, I noticed he started drooling, and the drool smelled, and the drool had a weird color, and he looked sad. And I was like, something is wrong with my baby. I took him to the vet, and it turned out that he had some tooth disease, I don't know. So they took out 3 of his teeth, and my baby had 3 teeth taken out. But he's in a better mood now, and I'm so glad that I took him. And we're just ADHDing this conversation. So Ultra was a lot of fun, and like I said, I thought about vlogging it for you guys. I'm way too close, so let me put this further away. Yeah, I thought about vlogging it for you guys, but I didn't because that would have actually taken away from the experience. So I got like videos here and there. A video of course. So I got like a video of the view, pictures, all that, and I had some really spiritual, magical moments, and then some scary moments, and it was quite the journey. A little bit of everything. Would I do it again? Yeah, I would. Oh, it's just something. I have loved electronic music since I was in my 20s, and I didn't think I'd be able to handle 3 days of Ultra, but I did, and my cat's doing cat things over there. So we finally had some fun, and I want to continue doing stuff, and I hope this journey shows you guys that it's possible to get out of being super depressed. I mean, 2024, like I literally wouldn't get out of bed for days, let alone work out, let alone even cook something. And now I'm just doing my best. I'm very grateful for where I live because I have this routine. Like I start to get a little anxious when I'm working. It's been super busy. And sometimes just being here at my apartment, even though I love working from home and how convenient it is, I get cabin fever. I do, and I feel very isolated and I feel very disconnected from the world. Like it feels like dystopia. So I go out on a walk or I do some cardio, and I'm grateful that I can do that. And recently, what I've been doing is just it's spring, which I love. I love spring so much. I cross the street and I take my yoga mat and I just go lay in the grass and sunbathe a little bit. So all these things are very grounding. And I struggled with both nervous system dysregulation, and that came first in 2023. I was just on all these medications. I was on Xanax, antidepressants, Adderall, muscle relaxers by the end of me trying to keep a job that was like super stressful. It was like affecting me physically. And then I leaned off of antidepressants. That was horrific and terrifying. And then I weaned off of antidepressants, which made me, of course, super, super, super depressed. And then I went into caregiving. My mom passed away, and then here we are. It's not easy, but I'm still trying, and I'm trying to utilize all the tools that I can. And all these like little grounding activities are very helpful. If I lay out there for 10 minutes, it makes a difference. And going on a walk without music, putting my phone away, even if I'm cooking, not watching a show, not listening to podcasts, not listening to music, I'm just focused on that one thing at hand. And that has been very healing for me, and it's something I'll continue to do. That's kind of it, guys. And as far as my fitness is a very big part of my life. I'm very, very grateful that I can work out. I'm very grateful that I work out at a really badass gym. And it's been up and down with my weight, and I don't want that long term. So, for example, back in 2023, conversations just all over the place. So is the cat fur. Sip. Try Lavazza coffee, please. Right. Conversation. But my weight in 2023, I coached myself. My prior coach wrote my program for me. Xander, if you're watching this, Xander is the best coach, guys. Best coach. Xander is just, okay. Xander wrote the program for me, and I did my own diet and cardio. And I got to a goal weight that I had been wanting to get for 4 years. I wouldn't, because I would mess up. I'd either cheat or I'd go over my calories, or I just would always get to a point where the diet got hard and I just wouldn't do it. And then finally, the year 2023, I coached myself and I got below my goal weight. So for years, I wanted to get to 135, and I just kept, messing up lessons. And then I finally did it. And in fact, I got down to like 128, which is a little too lean. I wouldn't do that again. And that was my most favorite physique. I loved it. I was doing spin bike. I had a Peloton at the time, which I gave away to my sister-in-law because it doesn't fit in my tiny apartment. I was on my spin bike. I was training hard at the gym. I was not struggling with the diet. That was like the best physique and the most balanced I felt. And then at the time, my mom got sick again. I was wasting my time with someone that wasn't adding any value. And my job got really bad. And then I started getting all these physical symptoms of just being too stressed, too overstimulated, all the medications I was on. And then I quit. I quit my job. I was driving for Uber and working at an Amazon warehouse. And then I weaned myself off of antidepressants, and that's when things got even harder because I literally felt like I had the flu every day for 6 months when I got off the antidepressants. I didn't quit right away. I weaned myself off, but now looking back, I should have weaned myself off slower. And what I was taking was sertraline 50 milligrams or 100. I don't remember. I think it's 50. And even weaning myself off, I still had the side effects. Felt like I had the flu. I would literally shiver, and I just felt really sick every day. And the depression hit really, really hard. It's called discontinuation syndrome. I gained the weight back, so I went from my best at 134 to 164. That's crazy now looking back because I was hovering around 150 when I coached myself, and then it got down to 138, 135, and then back up to 164. And then that's when last year, when all this stuff started happening with my mom, she got hospitalized again and sent on hospice and stuff. I felt so out of control last year with all that, and it's just so painful and so hard emotionally to see somebody suffer, like literally human suffering, and you're witnessing it, and you cannot do anything about it to change it. And I felt so out of control, and that's when I reached back out to my coach, Xander, and that was in February. I was like, I'm tired of feeling so uncomfortable in my body, and just I can't change this unless I change something. And he's like, hey, if you're feeling motivated to do this, let's get to it before it goes away. So I was like, okay. We started dieting. He coached me on the training plan and the calories and everything. And sure enough, I went from 164 to, we got down to 140. This was all while I was caregiving. We're talking an hour drive to her house, sometimes over an hour drive to the hospital where I would stay there all day with her, and then an hour drive back, and doing that like 4 times a week, 5 times a week. And then I still managed to track macros, get 10, 12,000 steps and do my cardio. But because that was like the one thing I could control. And then we went down to 140, from 164 to 140, all while my mom was on hospice and I was helping take care of her. And now looking back, that's crazy. And then when she passed away, it's like I wasn't caregiving anymore, so I didn't have that hour drive, and it's like my body felt all the grief, my body felt all the stress, my body felt everything, and that's when I had joint pain really bad. Just the grief has manifested in my body as physical pain. Like sometimes when I am at the group therapy, group counseling, and I start talking about my mom, my bones start to hurt. Like literally, my wrists will start to hurt, my knees will start to hurt. So the joints is where the grief has manifested, and it's not as bad. And there's some guilt saying that, right? It's like, oh, it's not as bad. But obviously, the sadness will always be there, but it's not manifesting as physical pain. So that's when I gained some of the weight back, guys. So I went from 140 when Xander was coaching me, and I really liked that look. I was like, okay, I look nice and lean, like not too lean, and didn't lose too many curves. And then I went back up to 150, which isn't awful, but no, actually, no. I went back up to 154. So from 140 up to 154, and I just couldn't work out. Literally, I couldn't. Like, I would try to do, I've mentioned in other videos, fitness part of the video is the longest part, of course, because I love fitness, but I would like try to do a lat pull down, and even gripping the bar, I would lose grip. Even this motion up here, my shoulder felt like it was just, and then even this motion right here, my elbows would just hurt. So it's like any little movement I did and adding weight on top of that, my body just couldn't. Walking on the treadmill, the joints of my toes would hurt. So December, I didn't work out. I didn't even go on a walk. No, no movement whatsoever. And then now, coming the new year, I started slowly reintroducing walking and reintroducing weights, like super easy stuff. And now I'm starting to be able to train a little bit heavier. But if I start to feel like the joint pain really bad, then I've kind of had to learn how to train again, according to what my body is going to be able to handle. And that's kind of where things are at. I am dieting right now. I started, jumped back up from 140 to 154, which is pretty uncomfortable for me. And it's just even the way clothing fits on my body. It's just, I don't know, I just like to be a little leaner. That's why like nobody sees me. This is for myself. I'm not showing it off. I'm not showing the workouts. I'm not, literally nobody, knows. And I just do this for me, and because I feel my best, and what it, I know what it feels to feel like my best, and I know I can get there if I've done it before. And I love the structure, I love the discipline, I love the consistency. All that helps me, even like with my job, right? So it's not always easy dieting. I can talk more about that, and I wish I did, but that's kind of where I'm saying it's very time consuming to edit this stuff. But we are down about 4 pounds, 5 pounds. My goal is to get to 140, so I have about 8 pounds to go. I can get there in like 6 weeks. I definitely do not rush fat loss, but I'm not going to get into that too much. That's where we're at, guys. I'm wanting to get to a point where I'm stable. All this up and down, I don't do the cut bulking. I used to when I was younger, but I'd like to just to get to like, okay, this is me at 140, or this is me at 138, what at 136, whatever it will be. And this is kind of where I maintain. Because that's also a win. How many people lose body fat but gain it back, if not more, right? And for myself, I think a goal that is very undermined is, what about just staying at wherever you're at, staying there? And if you put on more lean body mass, great, but I'm not going into like a bulk or anything like that. Just maintain. That's a huge win. So that is my goal. Do I want bigger glutes and legs? Of course I do, but the sacrifice is that I start to lose my waist. I start to not be as lean if that gets thicker. So I've just come to the conclusion that I'm like, hey, I'm happy with what I have. Let me maintain. This I'm not growing my glutes and then losing my waist. No. I rather keep my waist. The goal is to have the two lines going down my stomach. My cat's moving my camera, of course. My goal is to have the two lines going down my stomach, and I'm good. I'm good. Like, what more can I ask for? It's like to see that, and I'm like, huh, I can do that for myself. That's really cool. But that is all. I'm just looking down because my cat's right here. My cats just love me so much. I love them too. You guys can't see. Hi, baby. They're so therapeutic. I'm the cat lady. I don't care. I own it at this time because they're drama free, except when the fat one pees outside the litter box. And they're just so peaceful. And I'm the cat lady. That's fine. I'm not logging to work. I'm going to show you guys. Now I'm itching because I was petting the cat. And I'm going to show you guys my nail station. It is a disaster. Oh, it's chaos, but I need to finish this other hand, which is, this is my non-dominant hand, and I broke the Snow White Ultra. I can't believe it. Can't do the super long nails. So I did they were longer, but I did like the oval shape. But there's the update. Fat loss, work from home. I would love to do more of those videos. Like, it's very simple, guys. Everyone is different. For myself, when I diet, it's nutrient dense foods. I don't eat a lot of processed stuff. I track my macros. I do cardio, which I love doing cardio. And I would love to show you guys that. Hopefully I can. Like, hey, this is my breakfast. Hey, this is my lunch. Hey, this is my dinner. Why I'm doing this XYZ. I love it, but it takes a lot of time to figure it out. There was actually a video I worked on of a breakfast I was eating every single day. That was what I call lazy girl breakfast because it's so convenient. And I was editing it. It was going to be a YouTube short, and then I was going to also make it like a long format video. And I didn't. Like, I edited it, and I just needed to do the voiceover, and then my cat, went to the vet, then I went to Miami, and then work is crazy, crazy, crazy busy. But yeah, and I've even changed my perspective with work, and I just try to do my best at the job. And I guess we're doing an outro, Fat Butt. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's purring. Fat Butt, do you want to say bye to YouTube? Oh, you don't. Oh, don't scratch my eyeball out. Okay, Fat Butt. Too much. Okay, I got you. I'll show you guys my mess, my confession of a mess, and then we'll end the video. How long are we? Oh my goodness, I've been talking for 30 minutes. Why do I talk? Why didn't you guys tell me to shut up? Okay, this is chaotic. It's so sometimes I'll sit here and do my nails. Too cute. So I'll sit here and do my nails, and then I'll look up nail designs as a reference right there. But a little chaotic. That was a really long video. I can't believe I talked that much. I guess I had a lot to say. If you watched all of it, thank you so much. If you didn't, no problem. I'm not very concise and organized with these videos anyway. They're like a little journal. But I am going to have a good work day. Probably edit this video later on because today is rest day from the gym. And I'm just petting the cat. Oh my goodness, you're so cute. So cute. Let me know if that was helpful. Focus on being a little bit more present. Less doom scrolling. Less doom scrolling. Ever since I doom scroll, I stopped doom scrolling. I noticed that there's no like dishes in the sink, or before I did all this nail art stuff, it's like things are just cleaner and I just don't put things off as much. So yeah, anyways. Oh my goodness, you're so precious. Say bye to Tubes, baby. Bye, YouTube. Bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.